In the dark silence of interstellar space, humanity whispers its oldest question: can we outrun time itself? They call it the Alcubierre Drive, a theoretical warp engine meant to fold the universe like paper. But the deeper the math dives, the more reality itself begins to tremble. It started with Miguel Alcubierre, a physicist who peered into Einstein's equations and saw a loophole. The kind that could, in theory, make a ship ride a wave of distorted spacetime, compressing the fabric ahead, expanding it behind. To most, it was an impossible dream; to others, a nightmare waiting to crack open. The premise was simple yet obscene: a bubble of space could move faster than light without breaking the ultimate limit. Time, distance, causality, all tangled in a terrifying ballet. And inside that bubble, the universe might twist in ways no mind could endure. Physicists stared into this quantum abyss, realizing the cost. To warp spacetime requires energy beyond comprehension, negative energy. Something that should not exist, something that cancels reality itself. It is as if the drive hungers for void, for the non-being between atoms. The moment we disturb that fragile balance, the vacuum around us could awaken. Space is not empty, it hums with invisible tension, a dark ocean pressing inwards. When bent too far, it could rupture, spilling entities of pure geometry, unshaped by human perception. The first secret projects dared to map the path of a warp bubble. They called it horizon geometry. Behind screens of classified data, trembling technicians described patterns forming, fractals in time, recursive echoes. Signals looped backward, whispering before they were sent. Drive capable of warping reality promises salvation from the limits of light. But light itself is what defines vision, and when it's pulled apart, what will we see? There are stories of test simulations where blackness reached back, pixel bleeding like eyes opening in code. Mathematicians whispered that the drive does not move a ship, it moves the universe around the ship. To travel somewhere means dragging your destination toward your origin, collapsing everything between. What happens to the points that no longer exist afterward? They called it metric engineering, a sterile phrase hiding abysmal implications. If reality has a shape, what lives beneath the folds? To fold space is to fold whatever consciousness hides between its layers, and some theorize that the folds themselves could leak awareness. Imagine standing at the event horizon of causality, watching light bend in a final scream. The Alcubierre bubble hums, invisible, splitting photons before they arrive. Within that instant, you are everywhere and nowhere, a specter in the machine of the cosmos. Theoretical models warned of tidal distortions, regions where human flesh might stretch across milliseconds, frozen between two times. The mind would see eternity in a blink, infinite memory compressed into madness. The drive offers no guarantee of safe passage, only transcendence through annihilation. As laboratories pushed simulations further, something unpredicted began emerging. In the feedback of quantum models, coordinates appeared, uncanny patterns mimicking biological rhythms. As if the equations themselves were alive, pulsing through the vacuum like a heartbeat. Was it random? Or was the universe responding? The idea that space could react to our attempt to fold it, like skin tightening against intrusion, terrified even the most stoic researchers. The warp might not just propel humanity but summon its own resistance. The dream of interstellar travel turns sepulchral when we realize the destination might gaze back. Every manipulated equation is a ritual, every calculation a chant. What does physics invoke when it demands the impossible? Some adepts spoke quietly of shadow energy readings, negative densities echoing around the test chamber after simulations ended. The sensors did not turn off, even when power cables were pulled. It's as if space remembered being asked to bend. They said spacetime bends smoothly in theory but not in truth. In practice, it resists, fractures, flakes like charred glass. And when that glass splinters, what's behind it peers through, ancient, cold, uncurious, waiting. A ship riding a warp bubble would reside in perfect stillness, untouched by motion. Yet the universe around it screams with unnatural velocity. From the outside, it would appear to slice reality apart; from within, eternity would whisper your name backward. Some claim to have seen patterns in cosmic background radiation change, microscopic tears winding like veins in the night sky. As if the universe was protesting our mockery of its boundaries, warning, or offering a dreadful invitation. Government silence followed. Funding was pulled, data buried beneath layers of encryption. Yet fragments leaked, an image of space-time curvature mapped like a pulsating skull, geometry of death given mathematical flesh. Theoretical diagrams warned, negative energy must come from somewhere. Extracting it might mean stealing stability from the quantum vacuum. Like draining the blood of existence to feed a god that never sleeps. In darkened rooms, physicists stared at chalkboards etched in trembling hands. Equations bent in unexpected symmetries, reciprocal, reflective. The universe was answering, sending echoes back across formulas, like whispers in infinite recursion. Alcubierre Drive is not merely technology, it is a mirror. In bending space, we bend observation itself, dragging the unknown into focus. But what if the unknown sees through that lens, regarding us as the anomaly? Somewhere in that curvature lies the horror. To travel faster than light is to move outside causality. Cause and effect dissolve, replaced by something neither alive nor dead. The traveler becomes both ghost and source. If space can warp, consciousness might warp too. Thoughts stretched across constellations, hearing echoes of themselves seconds before being thought. The drive could rupture not only space but sanity. Reports emerged of shared dreams among test operators, the same black horizon, the same whispering sound of horizons folding. Their words, it wasn't emptiness they heard, but breathing. By attempting to carve shortcuts through reality, we may carve new beings out of what should never have moved. Their existence may not obey time, yet we may already have felt them, as cold intuition, dread in the silence between stars. Space itself seems to grow indifferent the closer we look. Distances blur, constants shift subtly. The warp may not carry us through the universe, it may drag the universe through us. The physics remain elegant, almost innocent. But beneath the symmetry, there's an unearthed hunger. Something in the equations wants completion, something older than matter, waiting for us to ignite the final calculation. Imagine igniting the drive, feeling the hum of space-time fold around your vessel. Stars stretch into ribbons, time thickens like oil. For an instant, there is peace, then comes the recognition, reality has no obligation to bring you back. Still, humanity dreams. We imagine the warp as salvation, as our bridge to the stars. But the stars may not welcome us, they are ancient witnesses, patient, hostile, and aware of our trespass through their unseen corridors. Alcubierre Drive represents the purest paradox of creation and destruction. To transcend the physical limit, we must dismantle the very universe that binds us. Can freedom exist when the cost is the stability of existence? Perhaps that is the ultimate horror, the realization that our greatest technological triumph could call forth attention from entities sleeping in the space between equations. Things that do not observe us as life, but as error. When the first true warp ignites, it won't be a voyage, it will be an awakening. The ripple of geometry will echo into dimensions unspoken. And somewhere beyond the veil, something will notice that space has screamed. So, when you gaze up tonight and see the stars glimmer, think of curvature and hunger, two faces of the same truth. The Alcubierre Drive is not a vessel, it is an invitation written in the blood of mathematics. Warping reality may be our final act of science, or our first act of myth. Either way, when the universe bends at our command, we may discover it was never us commanding at all.